Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at the best server hosting providers for 7 Days to Die. Now, as 7 Days to Die players, there are specific things that we are going to look for when we are going to host 7 Days to Die, certain features that we need these hosting providers to have, and then there are other features that we don't really care about. So for 7 Days to Die, the main things that we care about and the main things that we need these hosting providers to have is, first of all, mod support. So the hosting provider needs to allow us to install mod packs like Darkness Falls or Undead Legacy, and with this we don't want super complex installation, we want a one-click mod pack installer. The second thing that we need is server performance, so we need the server host that we go with to have a good CPU, like a very good CPU. The reason for this is because 7 Days to Die is a super CPU heavy game. We have a lot of zombies, we have a lot of structures, we have large maps, so we need the CPU to be on point. The third thing is going to be server location. So in here, the ping is going to matter. Both PvE and PvP can be very, very intense, and we don't want to be lagging when we are in these kind of battles. So we need low ping. Simply, the way that we get low ping is we have server locations that are near our location. It allows us to connect to them faster, and it drops the ping massively. The fourth thing that we need is, of course, high uptime. We don't want to log onto our server and find that the server is down. This should go without saying. So we need servers with good uptime. And then the final thing that we are looking for is an easy to use control panel, a good user interface, not something that looks like it's out of the 1970s where we have no idea what is going on. We don't want to be super technical with this. We just want to be able to install this and jump onto 7 Days to Die. So those are the requirements. Those are the things that we are looking for. So now let's jump in and cover the best server hosts for 7 Days to Die. Now, the first option that we have on the list is going to be HostHavoc. And by the way, with all of these servers, if you want to get the best deals and discounts available, you can do so using the links in the description. But as I was saying, with HostHavoc right here, this is my overall recommendation. HostHavoc is known for being super reliable and ultra stable, and also when we get to the bigger servers, like the bigger server sizes, it is the most cost effective. So we can go in here to game servers, and with all of these, when we are looking at small servers, they are all relatively similarly priced. When we get up to large servers, you'll see just how much you can save with HostHavoc. But we can go into here and we can click into 7 Days to Die. And then we can go ahead and adjust the player slots right here, how many people we would like on our server. We can go in to choose the server location. So as you can see, we have a lot of servers in North America, we have a lot of servers in Europe, and then we have servers in Asia and Australia. Going down to see what is included and the features that we get with this, as you can see, a lot of the things that we need from our list are on here. So we have one-click mod pack installers, we have full DDoS protection, 24/7 technical support, full FTP access, which once again is going to help with mods. The hardware on HostHavoc is absolutely fantastic. As you can see, we have Xeon and Ryzen CPUs. NVMe storage is also absolutely fantastic. NVMe is the faster version of SSD, so this will help your game load faster. And then if we take a look at the pricing right here, for 8 player slots, this is $10 per month. And as we bump this up, of course, the more player slots that we need, the more RAM that we will be using, and the more that this is going to cost. Now, the second option on the list is going to be Ping Perfect. And Ping Perfect is going to be the best for global reach and having the most server locations. So we can go down and we can see there are 25 different locations, whereas over here on HostHavoc, I just counted them and we have 13. So we can go in here and I will leave HostHavoc open so we can compare the price. But we go down to choose a game, and then in here we can choose 7 Days to Die. So over on Ping Perfect, 10 player slot is going to be $11 per month, and then over on HostHavoc, 8 player slots is $10 per month, 12 player slots is $12 per month, so you can see that these are very, very similarly priced. And we can go down here and we can take a look at what we get with Ping Perfect. So once again, easy to set up server, high performance hardware. So we'll take a bit more of a look into this, but we have Ryzen or EPYC CPUs, 24/7 support, 25 worldwide locations. So this is the biggest benefit to Ping Perfect. Once again, we have DDoS protection, offsite backup system, 48-hour money back guarantee. I actually think with HostHavoc, we do have a little bit longer for this. Yes, so we get 72 hours with HostHavoc. Not the biggest difference in the world, but we do get a little bit longer with HostHavoc. Looking at the locations that we have over here on Ping Perfect. So on Ping Perfect, if we take a look at the locations we have, We have a server in Russia, which is something that we don't have on HostHavoc. We have servers in South America, which once again, we don't have on HostHavoc. So if you're in South America, from these options, Ping Perfect is going to be the best option here. US is going to be about the same. I think we do have a few more in the USA, but if you are in the US, getting a server that's a few states over is still not going to be the biggest issue in the world. So as you can see, yeah, we just have a lot more server locations on Ping Perfect. But taking a look at the CPUs, these are the CPUs on Ping Perfect, some of the best CPUs out there. So as I say, when we are looking for a good CPU, both of these have fantastic CPUs, so there is going to be no lag whilst you are playing. The final option that we have on this list is survival servers, and this is the best for modded 7 Days to Die. The reason for this is because with survival servers, they specifically focus on survival games, as we can see right here, and they put a lot of emphasis on the fact that you can mod on their servers. So whilst you absolutely can mod on HostHavoc and Ping Perfect, with survival servers, they have pre-configured support for mods. So we can go in here, and once again, we can go to 7 Days to Die, and we'll just compare the pricing. So we can see this is a little bit more expensive if we go back over to Ping Perfect. With Ping Perfect, their 10 slots is going to be $11 per month, whereas over here with survival servers, their 10 slots is $14.50 per month. If we go in here and we take a look at the locations, we don't have anywhere near the number of locations that we have on Ping Perfect. HostHavoc have more locations than survival servers do, so this might be a downside, especially once again if you are in Australia or if you are in South America. Even Asia, if you're not near Singapore, then this might be a deal breaker for survival servers. I will also say with survival servers, if you need a big server, it's very, very expensive. 40 slots right here is $52 per month. If we compare this over here on HostHavoc, 40 slots, $25 per month compared to 52. So you're going to be paying like double the price. As I say, when the servers are small, pretty similarly priced still, it is a little bit more expensive. As we go to a large server, it becomes a lot more expensive. But taking a look at what we get on here, we can switch locations at any time, full FTP access for the mods. The latest version of mods are supported. Ultra-fast NVMe SSD drives. Once again, as I said, this is important. DDoS protection. Install mods and plugins easily. They have everything that we need in here. Taking a look at the specifications with survival servers, they are not as open as the other two are in telling us exactly what they are using. They just say dual CPU Xeon processors, which are pretty good processors, but we don't actually know which ones they are using. With that being said, when I have tested out survival servers in the past, the CPUs have seemed fantastic. So once again, we would go in here, we would choose what we want. We can customize the amount of slots, how many servers we are going to have, the location. With all of these as well, I should have mentioned this. What we can do is we can choose the billing cycle. I'm pretty sure we can do this on Ping Perfect as well. Yeah, we can go in and we can choose the billing cycle. And if we pay this upfront, for example, if we pay annually, we can get like 15% off. With HostHavoc, this is 12% off, and with survival servers, this is 20% off. We can then choose the map that we would like to use. Once we have everything set up, we just go down, click on order now, and then with all of these, they make it super easy to actually install and set up your server. So those are the best game server providers for 7 Days to Die. Once again, if you do want to get the best deals and discounts with any of the server providers mentioned in this video, you can do so using the links down in the description. Either way, if you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.